salsa came from? Good, I'll tell you. So salsa came from the Incans in the 1500s, and what they would do is they'd take tomatoes and crush them up and put squash seeds and chili peppers in, and they called it sauce, which is salsa in Spanish, is sauce in English. And so they would take the salsa and they'd put it on all of their meat. They like to put it on any fish, or lobster, shrimp, beef, anything. And we think of it when we think Mexican because Spain took it into their culture when they took over Mexico and discovered how to make this and how to do tomatoes, not do tomatoes, but grow tomatoes and what tomatoes were.
Yeah, and you could also make salsa with mangoes, which is interesting, but today that's not what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing it the traditional way with tomatoes, which is the way that most people are used to and the way that you go to when you go to most Mexican restaurants. That's what they have. So we started boiling the water over here, and the water needs to boil for about 2-3 minutes, and then you could start putting the tomatoes in. What we're going to do is we're going to set you up into groups, and each of you are going to cut up one of these different things. So we have the onions, the banana peppers, and are you cutting both? We're cutting both. Nice.
So we'll have 4 groups. So you just want to pass them out. And then while she's passing that out, I'm going to go ahead and pass out the samples. This is a store-bought salsa, and this is the salsa that we're going to be making today. So.
Okay, so I guess groups of 3. So 3 do that one. And then give the group with the small one.
Okay.
I guess you 2 will. And then.
And you can start passing the chips around.
Then you 3 and you 3. So. And the 3 of you. I guess, yeah, those 2. I guess right here.
That's the only way I know how to eat I'll play that. Yeah.
Which one would you like to get?
I'll be daring to do the onion.
Cool.
I had a root now yesterday.
Sounds good.
I go all one night.
And what you want to do is you want to cut them up into as small as possible, like you see in these little pictures, like little small pieces like those, and then we're all going to blend together in one thing.
Do we need to cut the whole thing up or just pieces?
Just little pieces, just so you get an idea of like what to do.
How do we?
You guys had knives?
Yes.
Sorry.
That's what I was wondering.
Is that
You
enough?
can do it with your hands. Get creative. No. In this box.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Do we just take some of it?
Yes.
This one's what?
The bigger one is the store-bought salsa, and the more watery one is the homemade salsa.
Okay? What's the best way to cut this?
Oh, I'm ready.
I mean, you gotta cut it. Like, you gotta dice it.
You're welcome.
Slice it and then dice it?
We'll just go that way.
Yeah. You're welcome.
That way.
Are you a dicer?
You got it.
Okay. So the water's starting to boil, so while you're doing that in the meantime, we'll put the
It's not
tomatoes in.
boiling quite yet, so let's wait. We're making watch when we do it.
Okay. So does anybody have a preference on which sauce they like better? Store-bought or homemade? Thank you.
Oh, and we'll go ahead and take the seeds as well of everything and put them in.
Yeah.
So why don't you grab that?
Yeah.
Make sure you clean up those things.
You're going home.
already started.
Yeah, you are doing a really good job.
As best as you can.
It's a good night. Yeah, and they're all like so dull that you can't do it.
Steal your seats.
Thank you.
Where's the Is that what you have?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. You actually want to get like half that side. Or, yeah. Sure. Small. I'll walk around and see how everyone's doing. That looks really great. Nice and small.
Stab your fingers.
Nice job.
That stuff.
Okay, it doesn't look pretty, it's too small.
All right.
Don't start trying. Good.
Yeah. Chlorine is on my body. It's like,
It might be, yeah. Another good trick is if you're chewing gum, it helps blocks the smell, so keep that in mind. Those are good. Nice and small.
I really want to do it. Someone's like, oh, that's my
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll go around and start collecting what everyone's cut up. It's fine if you haven't done everything.
Yeah, we're just trying to show you a general idea.
Oh gosh, that was the secret. That was
Got it. Perfect.
Good job.
That'd be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I'll go ahead and steal what you have.
All that?
Yep.
I want that. Here.
Yeah.
Onion chopper, it's just like a little thing, instead of one slice. Just like smash
A little mess.
Yeah. And it goes to like
Cooking is
grate
fascinating.
it. Yeah. And then it's not maybe the class.
Okay. So by now the water should be boiling.
We'll go ahead and stick the tomatoes in.
Okay. And as you can see on this picture here, we'll show you in real life too, just so you can get an idea. Where is it? Okay, so right here. You know that the tomatoes are done boiling if they've gone ahead and split. You can kind of see how the skin is just split open. So, and we'll show you in real life after they're finished.
How long does that usually take?
About 3 minutes.
Yeah, about 3 minutes.
So yeah, now they're in there. So we're just gonna wait about 3 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'll be done, and then we'll take them out, and then we'll
So,
show you how like
while we're
it's
doing
split and everything.
That, we'll go ahead and start
Yeah.
blending. And so you want to just get all your ingredients into the blender, and you chop. Is that what you want?
Normally we have a lot more in there, like we had this much when we did the practice round, but
But just to show you guys.
yeah, we're just pretty much doing a demo this time.
Yes.
A few more minutes, they don't look.
Okay, please. Nice. So what did you guys think of the chopping? Did you guys enjoy it? Pretty fun.
So has anybody ever made salsa before? You have? Is this a little different than the way you make it, or do you make it the same way so far?
Pretty much the same.
It's good.
My wife never boiled anything.
She didn't?
No, so
Huh.
Well, you're blanching, you're not technically boiling it, right?
Yeah, you just want to get the skin off.
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
okay.
That's what it's pretty much to do.
Huh. Wow, that would save me a lot of time.
Yeah, you can see.
Good.
If you look right here, the skin just comes right off when you boil it. Like that's all skin, and I just literally just grabbed it. It just sloughed right off.
Oh my God. She's doing punishment.
What do you sit there and pick every piece off?
Knife, no.
Yeah, you can make it into a game. I mean, just like
Yeah.
see how many pieces you can get.
I've got to watch this whenever you do kill it.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Yes.
So which one of these was the homemade and which was the store-bought?
The watery one was the homemade, and
So the one
thicker
in
one.
front.
Right.
Mhm. Which one do you like better?
Homemade.
Homemade.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you on that one.
No, I'm not a huge salsa person, and when I tried this homemade stuff, I literally, you can ask Jackie, I ate an entire bowl just in one sitting.
Yeah, she's over my house and I just gave her the bowl. She's like, this is really good. I'm like, yeah, this is what we're making right now.
Do you put salt in it when you make it, or do you just salt it?
Yeah.
as
We
you-
put
Salt and pepper.
we put salt and garlic salt and pepper and what was the other thing?
No, that's it. Just salt, garlic, salt and pepper.
Okay, yeah.
Is there any way to make it less, I guess, runny?
Yeah.
Would you just add more?
What you do is
question.
we'll show you, we'll strain it, and we only strained it twice, but you can strain it as many times to make it as thick as you want. So.
That's just the way that I personally like it, but everybody's got different opinions.
Mhm.
So make it however you want.
How long's the shelf life after you make it?
We normally just eat it like right away after we make it. So.
It'd probably be like a week or two, just the normal shelf life of food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you can it, then you can keep it not in the fridge, and then after you open it, put it in the fridge, just like a normal can. But yeah, in the fridge after it's been opened, or after it's been made if you don't can it.
I think it should be good by now.
Would you have to process the jars if you were gonna actually can it and let it?
Yeah,
sit
you
out
have
there?
to boil the jars and put the jars in the microwave and boil the lids.
You can go over
'Cause
here and see if you want.
If you would try to just put the hot tomatoes in, or the hot salsa in the
Up here. Show. So if you look right here, look for everyone, it's split, and that's how you know that it's ready
Yeah.
to be peeled.
Oh, good.
yeah, that's when you take them out. So, but yeah, like
Oh, good call.
I'm glad I brought that.
ta-da!
So I'll walk around and show everyone.
So show them like the bottom part right there, like how it's like right here. It's a big
Oh,
split.
perfect, yeah. So if you see there's like just a split, you can start to see the insides. And that shows that the skin is gonna come off very easily.
Yeah, like I was telling you, if you put the hot salsa into the cold jars, the whole thing would crack and it would explode because the sauce is too hot for those. So you heat the jars up in the microwave for 30 seconds,
right
and
here
then
is
you
the
put
split.
the lids of the jars in the boiling water for about like a minute. So
And then, you wanna split it? Take the skin off.
it doesn't matter either way. Yeah. So you go like this, and it comes off. It peels off really easily. See, the skin just comes right off. It's a lot easier than the way that Dr. Vincent's wife does it. You can sit there for hours and just peel it off when it's cold. But when it's hot, it just comes right off, and it's so easy.
Once the second one splits, we'll have Dr. Vincent come up so he can try his first easy peel.
Yeah. So he doesn't have to. Next time he can tell his wife, he can be like, "I learned a better way in class to do it." So. You just peel it right off too, if that's easier, but
Yeah, it's kind of hot, so you might want to use it.
yeah, that's why I use the knife, but after a few minutes it cools off, so.
And then once you've got the skin off, you want to go ahead and cut out the top part where it's brown and comes from the skin. No. Yes.
What kind of tomatoes do you use?
These
How you
are
recommend?
just
What do you
Kentucky local brown.
But you don't know the variety.
You know
No, we just bought them from the farmer's market. Any tomatoes would work really though.
those? Whatever you enjoy.
See, and then you just take this off and you throw this part out.
Wouldn't that be based upon whether you want it juicy or meaty? Because there are, there are juice tomatoes and then there are also, yeah.
Yeah, that's true too. Like whatever you want to use, anything will really make salsa. But like depending on how, if you want it like more juicy or not, then it would depend which ones you
Once
prefer.
you have all that, you
We have the other guy.
see if it's ready. It wasn't ready a second ago. So after you get to this point, you want to dice this up, but you don't have to dice it as small as you did the vegetables. Literally for this one, you can just make as big a slice as you want. It's going to go in the blender, so it's going to become mush anyway. So we just do big kind of quarters. Oh, and I promise that we washed our hands beforehand.
Yeah, we did.
So. Which is something you should always do when handling with food. Go ahead and put this in the So if everyone wants to see, it's big chunks like that. Oh, is that ready?
Yeah, this one's ready.
Right? So.
Let's see if this way's easier for you. Yeah, it's a little hot. That's why we
Just
use
came
the
off
knife
the
at first. But after like a few minutes, it becomes easier, and then it's easier to peel it off with your hand. But at first, just because of that.
That's already quicker.
Yeah.
What do? Do you cut that out or do you
Well,
just
go ahead.
slice
Yeah,
it?
you
all
cut
the-
we take the skin off first, and then you cut the top
Cut it
part out.
around, like a pumpkin almost.
Yeah.
It's sort of like I can just scrape it off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Very easy.
I feel like I'm on an infomercial right now. It's so easy, I can scrape this.
That's
Magic
slow
of boiling.
Are you able to leave the skin on? Is that a no-no?
I wouldn't, but
Sure, if you enjoyed skin a lot, it would just make skin pieces in the blender, but.
then the salsa there.
Are you crying yet?
I'm so
I keep
surprised.
pushing
I
it
thought
away.
I'd be crying, but it's good. I'm so used to like all the chlorine in my eyes from swimming. Maybe that's it.
You know what'll take onion smell off your hands? Rub them with salt and lemon.
Huh.
Just pour some salt in your hands and rub them and then wash them and the smell's gone.
Ta-da!
Yay.
Is that
Chew
easier?
gum while you're slicing an onion, you won't
I'm
cry.
not even sure.
That's what I told him. So, and then after that, you just go around like you're cutting the top off of a pumpkin, almost.
Did you find that way easier than?
Yeah. I like what she said, that she puts hers in ice water after it's done where it's easier to handle.
That's smart.
It's
It's a little hot.
Maybe it's not like the sweet corn. You can peel it when it's hot or put it in ice if you want. You don't, this depends if you peel it when you're.
We're just transitioning your all's lessons
Like
back
ice,
over into that.
actually call something.
And
Okay,
They
yeah.
said canning too, so that was probably it.
Would you like to come up?
I'm good. I got it, let's go.
Okay. Did the cardinal rule? You don't ask them, you tell them.
Well, I picked for I thought he
Well,
would
let's take
be
advantage of
forced to say
it.
yes,
What I got?
Alright, so you just cut it up in about slices about that thick.
but that looks like a watermelon when it's all done.
Does, especially the juice.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be as small as the vegetables by any means.
Yeah, definitely not.
Are you good?
Yeah, thank you. So then what you do is you put everything in here. Then you go like this just to get the watery,
The excess juices out.
so it's not too runny. Okay, and then when you feel like it stops coming out, it's pretty good now, you put it in here, mix it all together.
She really wants to put it
Why
on.
not? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Add more color.
Make it prettier.
Oops.
There you go.
So once you blend it once, go ahead and strain it again because more juices came out while it was in the blender. Just dump it in here.
So the more often you strain it, the chunkier it'll be?
Mhm.
Yeah. You get all that runny, juicy stuff out.
Makes sense.
So, and we only did it twice, but I mean, you can do it as many times as you want.
It's okay, we're watching. You want to use my apron?
She's about to take it.
That's what I thought too. I'm
Are
like,
you gonna cut something else?
That's like aliens.
Okay, so with your bowl.
yeah, one more time we'll
Okay.
strain.
And this doesn't look like the pictures because it doesn't have as many tomatoes. The proportions weren't exact.
Yeah, we just did it today just to show a demo of how
Mhm.
you would do it.
But if anyone wants the recipe, we have it. So if you want to try this at home,
yeah,
we can get you a copy of the recipe.
definitely.
And then also, when you blend it, you can have you can just do some blended. So instead of just having it all be blended, you could have some of the chunks not be blended, and so it's still cut up. And then that way you'll have chunkier stuff, and this would be more of the mush that goes in. So and then you just. And so that's how you make salsa.
So, anybody have any questions?
How do you make it spicy?
You make it spicy, you would put more banana peppers in and just different.
Jalapenos in. Yes.
Can you put like red pepper in it or
You can
whatever?
put anything you want in it. Just.
Would you put that in after or before you blend or?
We put it probably in at the same time that you put everything else in, except for the tomatoes, like you know how the onions and everything else is put in at the same time as that.
So you said you can use mangoes. Would you use those like as a substitute for the tomatoes?
Yes.
And
It'd be a mango base.
the mango based salsa that I've experienced has been, it's more chunks. You wouldn't put it in a blender. You can see the mango and see everything individually. So.
She encountered this one experience where she was telling me about today, where she made this salsa for everybody that was in the camp with her, and there was somebody who was allergic to mangoes, and she used mangoes, so he couldn't eat it, and he was like really mad over it. So
Yeah.
Allergic to mango.
Yeah. I'm allergic to onions, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're allergic to onions too? Oh,
So, I mean, if you're allergic to something, obviously leave it out.
Wow.
yeah, there's different things.
Allergic
You can just make it with things, without things, with more things, depending on how you like it. So does everybody remember all the four things that has to go in?
You can tell us the ingredients.
Tomatoes.
Yes.
Okay.
Onions.
Yes.
Yes.
Banana peppers.
Yes.
Salt and pepper.
Yes.
Yes.
Garlic.
Peppers.
Yes.
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 Green peppers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Good job.
So,
Yes.
How come you didn't put, I see a lot of salsa ingredients that ask for cilantro, but you didn't go there.
well, we were going to, but we forgot it today.
We
So,
have the
I
picture.
mean, yes, we have a picture.
Yes.
Of it. So, I mean, you can put cilantro in if you want. If you don't want, I mean, the beauty of having homemade stuff is you can tailor make it to you.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Store bought, you just kind of gotta take what's in it already.
Mhm.
Half of the population tastes it like soap, and the other side of the population thinks it tastes good, and
Really?
I don't like
You're
the
on
taste of
soap-
cilantro.
You're on the soap world?
yeah, it's disgusting.
I do not like it.
Other people were like, I could not deal with cilantro. It's a,
Wow.
It's a discrepancy in your taste buds.
Are you kidding me?
All right.
I'm learning so much in this lab today.
So-
my husband loves it, and I hate it.
Who can tell us the benefits of making homemade salsa with locally grown? Yes?
No preservatives!
Yes?
Local economy.
Yes?
Fit your own taste buds.
Mm-hmm.
It's fresher.
That is true.
Those are all very good reasons.
Yep.
And like you said with allergies, like you're allergic, like you know with store bought you can't pick and choose, but with your own salsa, if you have allergies to random things like mangoes,
Yeah,
you can
exactly.
decide what you want in your salsa. Or onions, yeah, that's
Yeah. So, all right. Thank you guys for participating.